What are these and what do they do in your shoes?
Let's find out.
Welcome to What's in My Shoe, the show where we talk all things feet and no subject is off limits. I'm Scott, practice administrator at Heartland Foot and Ankle, and with me as always I have Dr. Melissa Lockwood and Dr. Zane Risby. How are you guys today?
We're good.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So today we're going to talk about these 4 things. These are things you put in your shoes.
The reason we were talking about this is we saw on the internet that there are some different types of companies now that are offering patients custom, and I'm using it in quotation marks, custom inserts that they can step into and make on their own that supposedly are similar to a custom orthotic, and we're going to kind of talk about the differences there.
All right, what are these gray things?
Okay.
Really, they don't do much.
Right.
You can see they're kind of floppy.
They're a sock liner.
They're a sock liner. It's barely even any padding.
Yeah, they come with the shoe typically. Right. You'll find them, sometimes they slip out pretty easily. Other times they can actually be sewn in, but they're nothing. Yeah. So they're not going to help support things.
So these just are terrible. These are...
They're meant to... Okay.
They're terrible. You don't want those.
Get rid of these, yeah.
Get rid of those unless you have perfect feet, which as we say, no one has perfect feet.
Right.
So the next one is something you can buy at your local big box store in town.
Which we did.
Which we did. And Chad, these were $16, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, so these were $16. These are... From a doctor, from a podiatry doctor. No, not really. From a company that shall not be named. Anyway, so talk about these guys. Here are these $16 from any big box store in town.
So this is essentially just padding.
Right.
Just something soft to step on. It's not really correcting your mechanics if you have a high arch versus a low arch. It's made for the masses. They want to sell this to as many people as they possibly can.
Right.
But every single person's foot is going to be different. There's no 2 feet that are the same, and so these, you don't want to be able to do this because it's not providing any support whatsoever. Like I said, it's just padding.
It's barely a cushion.
It's barely a cushion,
hardly
exactly.
Anything.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing, this is comical, like you have to actually trim these to your shoes yourself because they're based on shoe size, and if it doesn't accurate, and this is Scott's arts and crafts project compared to the other side. So, I mean, they're okay. I think, in an attempt, because Dr. Scholl's, I just name dropped them, sorry, they really do. They work towards, a first step for a patient. Yeah. Like if you can't think of anything else, but truly these are not going to give you enough support to control any kind of abnormal motion.
Right, and I put this, as you can see, I cut it because I wanted to try it out. I wear orthotics, and these just, my ankle started hurting the moment I put them in, and it just felt funny, and there's just nothing to them.
Yeah.
And you got to cut them yourself, and they look like crap. So, all right, next level of inserts. These are power steps. These are available in our office.
Yeah. So I mean, comparing these to the Dr. Scholl's, if you don't mind, look, you can
actually not
bend this completely, so no support. And here, this has some support.
Right, this is an arch support.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
A true one.
Yeah, with the Dr. Scholl's, you said they were $16. You're essentially throwing away the $16 because even for the cushion's going to wear away in like a week. Super quickly.
Yeah.
So these, like Dr. Lockwood said, you're getting some support, but again, you can have a flatter foot, a high arch foot. This is what you're getting.
It's kind of giving an estimation of where that arch may lay, and it's not customized to the patient's foot. Now, we have them in our office, and there's quite a few brands of really quality medical grade inserts out there. Right. We just really like Power Steps, but what I tell patients that they can really use these for, when we're first starting to treat them for a foot problem, like plantar fasciitis or issues like that, this can give them support while we're waiting for the custom device to come in. And then I kind of throw this in the gardening shoe. I kind of say, hey,
still keep it.
That's what I was going to say. It's like the shoe I don't wear very often, don't want to mess with taking orthotics in and out, but this will... This will work.
Right. But it's, a huge step above something like that, or obviously the shoe liner.
Yeah, this is like something if it's Friday night and you realize your feet hurt and you can't get into a doctor for a couple days or so. This will get you by. This will do a little bit more.
Yeah, because it's okay to bend there too. That's fine.
Right, because that's where your foot bends.
Yeah.
But the arch.
But yeah, exactly.
So there's no.
The other really big thing is, if you're wearing a Power Step every day, a medical grade insert, you need to change that out every 4 to 6 months because this will wear down over time. It's got way better cushion than the other insert, but it will wear down. These as Dr. Rizvi said, they'll last you maybe a month. So
Yeah.
you really need to be really cautious about where you're spending your dollars to try to make sure that you get the right type of insert for you.
It's just simple math. These are 16, you price them every month. These are 40 and you replace them every 4 or 5 months. You're obviously still ahead.
But there's a better option.
There's a better option. These bad boys right here. These are custom inserts.
And these are not Scott's feet.
These are
Your
not
feet are
Scott's
flat.
feet. My feet are flat, but anyway. These
a
are,
bit of an arch. So again, this is going to be made for the patient's foot. No 2 feet are the same, and so we have a foam box where we make the impression of the patient's foot. We send it out to a lab.
So the internet, I'm back on the internet.
Yeah, back on the internet.
The companies that are out there now are sending patients foam boxes and telling them to stand in them.
Yeah, so there's a certain technique that our medical assistants and the doctors, we've mastered because we do this quite a bit. You can't just step into it. It's not going to make a proper impression.
Right. If you step into it with a high arch, what'll happen is your foot is going to shift to the outside towards your baby toe, and it'll cause way too much pressure, and you're not going to get a good impression. If you have a flat
make
foot,
things worse.
Right? Yeah. If you have a flat foot, it's going to just smash you down into it. Especially if you're bigger than our kids. Like you just have to make sure that you're really being careful there. So when we do the impressions, we're doing it with a patient seated, and their knee is at 90 degrees, their foot is at 90 degrees, and we're manipulating their foot into the phrase subtalar joint neutral. What that means is we put your foot back in the position that the textbook claims it's supposed to be. Right. Mm-hmm. And when we do that, we create one of these guys from it.
And then going back to how long the orthotics last, these last 3 to 5 years. And so if you look, even if you look at the pricing, these are obviously going to be more expensive than the Power Steps or the Dr. Scholl inserts. Right. But if you price it out, these are actually significantly cheaper than anything else. And this is where you're going to get the most correction.
I think where you compare it to the best is that they're just like my custom eyeglasses.
Yeah.
So it's just like a prescription pair of eyeglasses. We're making them specific to a patient to correct that specific problem. The other really big thing is, many insurance companies allow for those devices. So that's something to investigate as well. But, we are very biased. We like orthotics. We wear them every day. So
the days I don't wear them, I'm in some trouble. So,
right. When you wear your dress flats.
Wear my dress flats, my heels.
And another thing we can do with these that we couldn't do with these is we can accommodate things like bunions, calluses by putting pads all around. Right. You can also, mine personally are cut right here. I don't have the flappy part because I don't like it. So I just have 3/4 length is what they call it, dress.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Another fun feature of these is this material right here can be reheated. So we have you come in and we heat it up a little bit and it kind of reforms and remolds.
To the original arch.
To the original arch. So.
Right.
And then it lasts longer.
The end result is that it doesn't matter where you start. If you go and you're having foot pain and you get an insert from the store and it's not working, and then you get an insert, that medical grade one, even from our office or from a quality running store, things like that, and it's still not getting any better, our advice is come in and see us because you need to upgrade to something more custom. We do sometimes have patients that don't need custom. I have several patients that just swear by replacing those Power Steps, but we wanted to kind of show you guys the different quality of the materials that are being used in these products and really debunk that internet craze, I'm going to say, of people making their own at home. This is definitely not a make at home your own type of insert.
I think my biggest thing that I always want to relay to the patient is it's more supportive, it's made for your foot, it's going to last longer.
Right.
I mean, you can't, there's almost for me a no-brainer. The custom versus the metal grade versus the Dr. Scholl ones.
And definitely not the shoe liner. Don't
definitely not the shoe liner.
Definitely not the shoe liner.
Yeah.
He threw it on the floor.
Yeah,
so those don't count. We wanted to share, this is obviously an episode of What's in My Shoe, but we have a few things coming up soon. First of all, the latest Rizvi Reacts is out, so make sure you check out that episode on our YouTube channel.
Up the internet.
It is.
Put the thing
over my head, I guess. Secondly, we've figured out a way to be able to do our annual pumpkin pie giveaway this year. So we're really excited about that. Make sure you keep an eye out on your e-newsletter and our print newsletter, which will be coming out in October, because you have to actually sign up for a slot to come pull right up, and one of the three of us will be actually distributing pie to you. You just pull up, open your trunk and we put the pie right in.
Yep.
So we're really trying to socially distance but still be able to continue that tradition of us giving back to our patients and our community on Thanksgiving. So that'll be the Tuesday and Wednesday right before Thanksgiving. I believe it's November 24th and 25th, and there are sign-up slots. If you have an appointment on either of those days,
you get a pie.
you get a pie. Don't even worry about signing up.
Just come grab your pie.
Yep.
Right, and we're also going to do our Veterans Drive that we've done the last few years as well during that time. So be following social media. It'll be in the newsletter as well. We'll have a list of things that we need, that our local veterans need, and we will be taking those donations while we do pie. So if you come get your pie, drive up, throw it out your window, we'll put your pie in your trunk, and you can head along your way. So
please don't throw it out your window.
you can throw it out the window, it's fine. Yeah, we also have a new music video coming out soon. Chad and I need to finish shooting that.
Oh, that's right. So the music video, it is a very popular song that was originally made popular by a 1970s rock band.
1970s rock band.
But then
remastered into a rap by an 80s rap group that's pretty famous as well. So drop a comment if you can guess what song that is.
I think so.
Someone will get
And
it.
Dr. Lockwood has a prize for you. I have no clue what it is.
Card.
It's a
That's
gift
cool.
card.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, so if you comment, like the post, share the post, get as many people as we can, we'll close it on October 9th, which is my birthday.
Oh.
We'll close the giveaway.
all right, guys. Well, that does it for this episode of What's in My Shoe. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest,
all of it.
all the other things. YouTube.
Yeah.
Please subscribe. Hit the like button if you like this video.
Yep.
So that'll do it for this month, guys. We will see you next month, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.